Blessings in abundance, man. This is Brother Polight. And what we about to do, talk some real talk right here. Oh, let me get away from the ratchet energy. We about to really talk to you. Okay. Peace to the family. So you know we out here. Talk to me nice, you heard? Peace to the family. I'm giving you guys 60 days to make anywhere between 1K to $1 million. The reason why I'm saying that is because if you get the money inside of 30 days, I'm gonna give you the direction to go to make you at least 7 figures. It's not hard to be a millionaire. You know why it's not hard to be a millionaire? Because there's over 300 million people that just live in America alone, and only 5% of them have wealth. So that means 95% of the people haven't figured it out yet, which means there's a monopoly on ignorance, but not a monopoly on financial gain or advancements. Okay? So it's just that real. You know, I stay in several versions of the same thing. That's what I do. But this is beyond that. The point of the matter is, I'm supporting one of my homegirls events. You heard? One of my homegirls, she got a nice, it's like a grand opening type of vibration. So supporting that, but the music is very loud. But this is what I'm doing for people, because at the close of this credit restoration microwave, where we send letters and affidavits to credit bureaus and financial institutions alike for the purposes of removing negative items off your report, adding positive items to your report, boosting your credit scores, and leveraging your newly found credit disposition so that you're approved for anywhere between 100 grand to 300 grand inside of 45 to 60 business days. What I'm also offering at the close of it is also the mentorship to direct you what to do with the goddamn money. What do you do with the money? That's the question. Real talk. Blood in the streets, time to be greedy. You already know. You already know. Gotta love it. You know, one thing about me, when I watch a TV show, I don't turn the TV on with the intention to watch something I don't like. So if you have an issue with me for whatever reason, do something productive for your time and find somebody that has something motivational or uplifting for you, so you don't inculcate too much negative themes and energy into your consciousness. That's what it is. But anyway, for the CRM, yes, it does cost $2,000. Yes, I am into the program, because I don't want to deal with all the nuances that come with dealing with our people per se, and I need a little break. But for the closing of it, what I'm doing for the last set of people, not only will you get your assets to anywhere between 100 to 300 grand, and the reason why that's substantiated, because a lot of you don't even know that there was a breach that took place amongst the credit bureaus where there has to be a turn-the-cheek clause so long as you send the right documentation over. And it's a couple other things you got to do, but nothing you got to worry about. It's not so tedious that you got to worry about it, because I have people in place to get it done for you. But ultimately, there was a breach where your identity could have been compromised, but they're not in a position to say that it wasn't. So once you make it clear that you feel you're one of the people that's been compromised, they have to come with the goods. So not only are you going to get your credit restored as far as your credit being boosted, but even when people have good credit, they don't get access to opportunities that sometimes people with lesser credit scores have, but they're in a better neighborhood because it's credit card redlining. So again, they can't deny you of credit opportunities based on your race, but they can't deny you based on your zip code. So sometimes people with a lower credit score, there's more concessions being made to them with a lower credit score than you with a higher credit score, because your address. And this is why when I help people with their credit, I also let them know, please let me know when you're changing your address, or if you change your address, because you might be changing your address to a place with a median income that's lower than the one that you previously came from, and that can impact your credit score. So yes, just changing your dress can impact your credit score negatively. Applying for jobs can impact your score negatively. So if you're out here applying for this job and that job, it can impact you negatively. We spend money on a lot of things that don't make us no money, and that's everybody. That's what we do. But when it comes time to invest in yourself, people make it sound like it's a crime, and that's wild. Real talk. That's real talk. That's real talk. This is what we do. Paid mine, so I'm buying fitted hats. I hear you. So you just leave your full name and phone number. You go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Brotherpolight45@gmail.com. We get started effective immediately. If you contact us today, I'm gonna talk to you today directly. I'm gonna go out my way and talk to you today directly if you contact us today. All right, let me be clear. Inside of this hour and the next hour, because after that, it's BT weekend, so I gotta get it in. I gotta do what I gotta do. But inside of an hour from the time I get off the stream, I'll touch base with you. That I can say. I'll do it personally. That I can say. Real talk. Ask Floyd to get me right. Floyd the one that tell y'all that y'all could come to me. See how that work? See, motherfuckers be worrying about bots and hecklers and trolls, but then when you see millionaires and people worth hundreds of millions turn around and say, you can go to Brother Polight for that, they're not saying that because I paid them for it. They're not saying that because I'm their friend. They got their own brand. People are saying that because I've done it for people in their camp. That's a fact. I've helped people on the money team from Floyd Mayweather's group or the money team. I've restored credit from people over there. That's why he would even be able to say something like that. That's what I do. You want to use an address that has a higher median income or a higher average income. So what that means, you want to go in the city hall area of your state, or you want to get a UPS address, not a postal address, not a United States Postal Office address. That does nothing. Credit bureaus will look at a FedEx address. Actually, they will look at a FedEx address and they'll look at it, or UPS address, and they'll see it as an office, or they'll see it as domestic. And if you're at that address for about 2 months or so, your credit score will go up 50 plus points. Because if you go to an address where the average income is over $200,000 a year, and it contrasts to where you already are, if you go up $50,000, $100,000 on a median average based on your address, your credit score is going to go up 50, 75 points, maybe even more, inside of 2 months or so. These are one of the little quick fixes and tricks to it. So sometimes a person doing good with their credit and they move to another place and they like, why is my credit not doing good? Or why are they not approving me for as much as money as I should be approved of? Just your zip code alone can hinder you from being approved of something significant. Real talk. Real talk. I don't even know why Alonzo Manning is, well, I don't know who you might be responding to. But anyway. Yeah, I'll tell you this. I've made $135,000 off my man's Laugh Aloud. So many haters are sad. Raymond Reddington, say that again. Raymond Reddington said he made $135K rocking with me. Good looking, brother. Thank you. And send me a DM. I got some more game I'm giving to you for free just for saying that on the strength. Thank you for being positive, and thank you for sharing. Because what y'all don't understand is when people make that bag, they don't always want to go in the public eye and tell people, hey, I have $300,000 thanks to Polight. Because you know why? They got friends and family that's going to leech off of them and ostracize and alienate them in order so they can get some money or guilt trip them. That's how that is. I said DM me. So when you saying you thought I don't DM, you sound like a fucking fool. I can't stand these people, man. I said DM me. This is what I'm saying, man. People are so annoying. I get really annoyed by people. But yeah, Thank you, Raymond. You know, the thing is, Raymond, people get trained to grow insecure when one of their owners doing something positive to help them progress. So they always get this doubt, which I understand that's inferred by friends and family. But they gotta turn around and realize your friends and family are not the ones studying. You're the one that's studying. 9 Streams is coming back. I'm revamping the site. All the courses is being revamped for a new site, giving it a makeover. More courses are definitely coming. I'm just moving in a certain way because the people that I had helping me with administration, they need to get the boot. They need to get the boot, basically like that. So, and I'm not the type to get into the mess, so I'm not gonna mention names and all that, because I can still be progressive without bringing somebody down. And I never know if people clean their act up and want to progress later on in the future. So I never want to destroy people's situation. So that's just how I am. So even if people don't do right by me, there's no need for me to pull them down. You heard? You just email us, brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and phone number. No doubt, the heck with the negative people. Leave your full name and phone number when you're ready. You pay $2,000. So you just email, I am ready. Pay $2,000 and get access to anywhere between 100 to 300K. But what I'm also doing is offering you mentorship from this point forward. Since I'm closing the process down, since I'm closing the service, I'm going to offer you the mentorship so you can leverage the money you get so you know what the freak to do with the money when you get it. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I have no credentials. I dropped out of school 10th grade. Let me make that clear. But I do have the right to share with you things that I've done to make money. And I do have the right to do that and things that I know. And then what you could do after I share these ideas with you, you could go to someone who has a degree and you could pay them to see if my information, my experiences qualify or check out. And that's how you be safe. But again, I would like to remind you, I'm not a financial advisor. So I don't have the legal right to give you financial advice that can empower you despite my experiences. But what I do have the right to do is share my experiences, so long as I inform you that you should go double check the things that I may share with you that I've done, so it can be articulated in the most professional, legitimate manner. Hey, I'm net over there.
I used to live out there.
The gang. Hey. Yeah, I'm gonna lie. You know, I gotta let everybody know what's going on. We at the trap house, you heard? You heard? Talk to me nice.
I don't get mad, I just get paid. Smelling like a cow. Walking in the shop. I be smoking weed before the show. This is world.
I know somebody's pretending to be me. That happens.
Excuse me. When it got a mention, when it got a man. Now I ain't got a deal, but I got a rate. I call my clientele. I'm sorry for the wait. All these pounds in my trap house feel like I'm out of shape. These bitches love me, man. I'm drinking money, man.
That's important. Before I get back into my Hollywood zone, my West Hollywood, North Hollywood, Beverly Hills energy, I had to come out, support sister, and we got the weed dispensary that's next door. That's owned by a black sister too. American African of the diaspora, if you ask me, but she's melanated. So it's 2 sisters next to each other. One owning the clothing store, and right next to the clothing store. I should go over there. I mean, I know she's doing her business, but I should probably get an interview with her. Got the sister owning her own dispensary right next to the sister owning her clothing store. Like, how Gucci is that? See what I'm saying? Talking nice. Talk to me nice. And that's twin right there. She's saying she wifey material. Look at that. Twin wifey material. Go ahead. There you go. There's the other twin that's wifey material right there too. Yeah, she ain't playing no games. here. Sisters is vibing, doing what the fuck they do. Y'all know what the fuck going on. You know what's up when we rolling up, you heard? You know what's up when we rolling up? That's the owner right here. This is sister that's running shit. That's the boss chick right there. These are the people that's making it happen. Let me find out. She had to be a Libra.
We can't go out without like somebody who has their hair on. Yeah, she don't give me no. Oh my God.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. So you crying about me wearing designer clothing, but you're not paying attention to the fact that I'm supporting the black businesses that's next door to each other. One being a dispensary and one being a clothing store. See how goofy people could be? Do you want me to wear a fucking t-shirt that's made in China, but that a black person puts their name on, but you don't give a fuck about the actual black business itself that we promoting? That's how corny people are. But you know what? I was able to leverage the attention that I get to empower the people that's closest to me so they can open up businesses. But you don't even understand the strategy. Motherfuckers be so into the fish market shit of hating on each other. You should ask questions and get some knowledge. Because the way that you think you should go about doing it, if I were to see your personal fucking situation, I guarantee you ain't lit. I guarantee you don't run as much as businesses as I, and I guarantee you don't hire as much as people as I hire. So maybe you might want to check out my working model, because it works. Hence the term working model. Maybe you want to study my working model so you can see why the people that's around me open up businesses. Okay? Because maybe I know something you don't know. And then the thing is, when you get your money, spend it on what you want to spend it on. But the way that I go about doing what I do, I'm able to empower everybody in my circle to make sure they're eating. From the men to the women. Everybody around me is eating. Everybody. So sometimes you should just ask questions. And even if I go about it a way that you're not particularly fond of, that's all right. And that's why as many of us, so we have our own perspectives and different approaches towards it. But I have a working model. I have something that empowered me to become a millionaire. I show people how to invest in consumer-friendly franchises, or how to get monies that they don't have to pay back, grants, or forgivable loans, or forgiveness loans. Like, I show people how to get shit done. Real talk. So you could focus on the clothes I'm wearing, or you could take heed to the information or the opportunities that I present. I'll say it again. You could focus on the clothes I'm wearing, or you could take heed to the opportunities that are abound that I present to people. Again, you go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com when you're ready to spin. When you're ready. You don't have to hit us up and say you'll be ready next week. I'll be ready on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. When you're ready to spend your $2,000 and get access to anywhere between 100 grand to 300 grand, where we leverage your newly found credit disposition after changing your credit, pulling down the firewalls, because even people with 750 credit scores have problems getting access to 200 grand. People with 800 credit scores still ain't getting a black card. These are things that you guys need to take heed to, because there's a lot of nuances and idiosyncrasies that transpire in the world of credit that is purposely done to hinder people in our community. And they do it so covertly, you would be like, man, they're not doing it because of race, it's just because my situation is messed up. A lot of times, you are impacted because of your race, but not immediately. It's little things like zip codes and addresses that's messing us up, that's blocking us. Little thing like statistics from CDAs or consumer data aggregates that they're able to pinpoint the things that African Americans are more likely to buy or invest in. And then they're able to double back and say, well, based on that level of spending throughout your credit history, you're most likely an African American because of the type of music you download on social media, the type of things that you watch, the type of sneakers that you buy. And if that be the case, when it's time for you to be approved for a credit line, you get rejected or you don't get as much as you're supposed to get. Because even what you do on social media impacts your credit score. There's a social media score, whether you realize it or not. If you're a serial return artist and you wear clothes and you return it, you don't realize that that data is going to CDAs, and then that's being leveraged by credit bureaus so they can understand the predictability of you as a consumer to make a determination of whether or not they can roll the dice on you if you'll be able to pay things back. So these are the little things. These are a lot of things that I teach people about when they're under my tutelage to make sure that, one, you get access to the funds, but two, you never have to go in reverse. Because if you get access to the funds and don't know what to do with the funds, that's just as worse as not having them in the first place. People got 800 credit scores and still can't get over 200K. That's a fact. Don't play with me out here. I know what I'm doing because I deal with too many people, so don't play with me. Don't play with me, because it's like, it's some of the hardest people to educate is our people. I'm gonna get off. I get annoyed because everybody's a fucking scientist and everybody's a genius at what I do, but then when I go on their page, you don't even share this type of information. So why attempt to defer people's attention away from me if you're not even giving or offering any opportunity or service to empower your people? First thing you gotta do is create a service or opportunity, borrow minds or something that's level to minds. You know, everybody has their right to do what they do. But if you're so fucking stupid that because I'm in an all Versace, because of my ring and my watch got you distracted, that you can't listen to information that can empower you, so when you get your money, you can spend it the way you like to spend it, then you're incredibly stupid. I'm not gonna hold you. Something's wrong with you. And you're so angry and upset about so many things that's miscellaneous and unnecessary and mundane, that is blocking you and hindering you from the opportunity to do something bigger and greater with yourself. Real talk. You want to see a black-owned water company, power company, put it there. Stop asking for it. Find a way to make your money. Because one thing I learned about our people, you could teach them and give them access to opportunities to make money, and they still cry in an endeavor to just not make the money because they would rather fucking fail than to even make an attempt to succeed. It's like people are scared of success. I just said that, Tyrone Ankrum. I don't know how long ago you was on here, but I said I'm closing the credit restoration program. It does cost $2,000. We do send letters, affidavits, and compendiums to credit bureaus and financial institutions alike for the purposes of removing negative items off their report and adding positive items to their report and boosting their credit scores and leveraging their newly found credit disposition so that they're approved for anywhere between 100K to 300K, but at the same rate. Though we're doing this for 2K, so you get access to 6 figures, I'm closing the program because I got to deal with I got other stuff I got to do. And I'm giving it damn near for free. And where I make my money is on the back end when people show me some love when they get their 6 figures. I got patient money so I can get the job done, wait till you get your money and then get my bread back. But people complain about the 2K too much. And then they on your body like checking you every 3, 4 days, 5 days. That's not something I really want to deal with. I'm doing good enough. I don't need to deal with that. So that's one of the reasons why I'm stopping. Or people borrow their wife's money and don't tell their wife. Then their wife find out, then their wife contact me after I done had paid my people that's providing the service and they doing their thing. Oh, I need the refund back. Oh, because he took that money from me and I ain't giving him permission and I don't really deal with what he's doing. He watches YouTube and I don't want to deal with that. And then people calling me and I got to deal with it directly. This is the type of nigga shit that goes on. I understand people are doing their best to make things happen, so I'm not undermining or belittling anybody's opportunities or situation. But that's too much for me to be dealing with sometimes, man. I'm not in the spirit or in the mood. I'm running out of patience, and I want to have as much as patience for my people, so I need to take a break. I need a break. I need a break. So, you know, email brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to make your money. You ready today? We start today. That's how we do it. Leave your full name, phone number, say you're ready in the email. brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Polight stand for pride, optimism, love, integrity, gallant, honesty, and trust. You heard? It's an acronym. Get right. You already know, Jamel Grant. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, but we don't got no time for all this talking. Like, we need action. That's the shit that pushes back. We wouldn't even need a civil rights movement if people was more active. It's called a movement because you got to get in motion. Y'all niggas ain't part of no movement because y'all don't want to get mobile. You want to mobilize the people, you gotta move. You gotta get those legs to work. It's about motion. Talk to me nice, but I'ma holler at you guys. I'm out here. Tadu Gumya. Tadu Gumya. Y'all already know. Hotel Wa Barukat. Aswud Gador. Swud Gador, Black Power. Hotel Wa Barukat. Peace and blessings. Iluvu, I love you. Peace. Email brotherpolight45gmail.com. Leave your full name.